Who is Ksenia Efremova? The big Novak Djokovic fan who ended France's 27-year wait for Australian Open junior title. Novak Djokovic fan Ksenia Efremova has ended France's long wait for an Australian Open juniors title. She became the first player from the country to lift the trophy in 27 years. Efremova beat Ekaterina Tupetsina in the summit clash of the girls' junior event, coming through in 2 tight sets. Having taken the first set 6-3, she was pushed to the brink in the second but managed to come through 7-5. The French youngster, who is just 16 years of age, has caught the attention of fans for her big hitting. A tennis superfan herself, she also turned heads with her 2 cents on the GOAT, greatest of all time, debate at this year's Australian Open. The junior tournaments at Grand Slam usually begin towards the back end of the first week, translating into a tight schedule for the youngsters packed in a 64-player draw. That, however, did not deter Ksenia Efremova from taking out time to don the fangirl hat. The youngster was spotted in the stands during Novak Djokovic's practice session ahead of his epic semifinal encounter against Jannik Sinner. The 5-setter played out on the Road Arena saw the Serb march into the final and keep his bid for an 11th Australian Open and the elusive 25th Grand Slam alive. And Efremova could not be more delighted at the result. A proclaimed Novak Djokovic fan, she described the Serb as the GOAT on the sidelines of the season's opening Grand Slam. Now a winner here herself, she would be hoping that Djokovic joins the list of 2026 Australian Open champions alongside her. Ksenia Efremova came into the 2026 Australian Open as the 3rd seed, having once previously reached the quarterfinals as a 14-year-old at the 2024 edition. The youngster has been playing competitively since the age of 11. One of her first titles came just from a deep personal loss, the death of her father. A champion at the Tennis Europe Junior in Sweden on December 3, 2021, she dedicated the title to him, saying he was the strongest person in the universe. 5 years down the line, her support system remains deeply rooted in familial bonds. After her win, Efremova revealed the tradition of video calling her mother to inform her about the result of each match. At this year's Australian Open, the Frenchwoman opened her campaign with a dominant win over Xin Ligang before being pushed to 3 sets by Polina Skler. She then beat Nadia Lagave and Kanon Sawashiro in straight sets to make her first semifinal at the tournament. The biggest test for Efremova came at the last 4 stage against Radozola Tariva. The youngster scored a bagel in the opening set but was pegged back 6-4 in the second. She channeled her exceptional fighting skills to take the third 6-4. She beat unseeded opponent Ekaterina Tupetsina in the summit clash. Efremova has already taken giant strides towards transitioning onto the senior tour. She won an ITF WB15 title in Monastir last year and made her biggest final at a W35 level in New Delhi. On the cusp of a top 500 debut, she has her eyes set on bigger things. How did Novak Djokovic meet Jelena Ristic? All about the most admired couples in tennis. Quick links.